I'm going to read some words from the famous holy tzaddik, the Chofetz Chaim. Torah tells us in this week's Parshas that a person should not see the ox of his brother or his goat or any animal just wandering and forget about it. But you should return it to him. The mitzvah of Hashavas Aveda. Hashev tishivem lachicha. You shall surely return it to your brother. Hashev tishivem, a double expression to show how important it is. The Ramban tells us, Nachmanides tells us that the Torah says the word nidachim, which means like lost. Torah, just like doesn't know where it's going. So it's going away from its regular path, and it could really go back to where it belongs, but it's lazy. It doesn't do it. It wants to go away, but the Torah says you have to make sure that the animal doesn't get lost from its owners, and you have to go return it to its owners. Now, says the Chofetz Chaim, let's think about this. The Torah cares so much about the money of another Jew. Even the donkey that ran away, and you have to spend a lot of effort to go ahead and return this animal to its owner. What do you think the Kal Vachomer is going to be? All the more so, Shmuel,
greater reward.
If the Torah cares so much about returning money of a Jew, for sure a person should have Rachmanis, should care about the soul of a Jew that goes away from the path, off the derech, the expression.
Literally.
Even if it takes a person a lot of effort, money, time, energy, to make sure the person goes back on its path. The Gemara tells us that when it says, Hashev tishivim lachicha, you shall surely return it to its brother. So the Gemara says, Hashev tishivim, afilu mea pa'amim, even 100 times. The animal goes and runs away, you have to return it 100 times. Says the Chofetz Chaim, same thing like we said before. Also for our Inyan, also for what we said before. Even if a person, you teach him, and he goes back on the right path, but then he veers off the path, even 100 times, still a mitzvah to return him and to bring him back on the path of better mitzvah performance. So let's learn from the Chofetz Chaim this lesson. The Torah cares about returning objects that belong to a Jew, even 100 times. For sure, we have to return the soul of a Jew that was lost. And no matter how hard it is, no matter how much time, money, effort, energy we have to spend in teaching Judaism, like we do here in Torah all the time. So no matter what it takes, we have to go ahead and do what it is. Well, that's why we accept donations, to continue our work here of teaching Torah to the Jews. And let's be zocheh to fulfill this mitzvah of not just returning money of a Jew that got lost, but also returning the spirituality, the soul, back to a Jew that lost and went off the wrong path.